Thanks, Joe, and may I say, what a wonderful crowd this is. Like I said last time when I interviewed the Easter Island heads, today we'll be interviewing Odysseus. You see, he's yet to be delivered by UPS, the Underworld Postal Service, but so I guess I'll be entertaining you myself for a little bit. Line.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
No, you say knock, knock.
Why would I do that? You're at the door.
This is terrible. I'm out. Peace.
No, thanks a lot. All right. Well, anyway, this guy Odysseus was pulled away from his wife and newborn son to go to war in Troy, and he won the battle. Poseidon, some god of wet stuff or something, cursed Odysseus to never return home because Odysseus said thanks. So remember, always say thank you.
But you never say thank you to me!
This guy's obnoxious. All right. Anyway, Odysseus is kept at sea for nearly 15 more years, and at every stop he loses more men, and more morale, and more hope, and he cries. He cries a lot. Like, all the time. No, I'm not kidding. He cries constantly. And so does that kid with the monobrow. And lo, here he is. UPS is right here now. Odysseus delivery? Odysseus, come on in. All right. Payment options. Drachma, torture, eternal punishment. Okay. Hello.
Greetings. Hello, studio audience. I am King Odysseus, son of Laertes, sacker of cities, slayer of the foul suitors, and favorite of Zeus.
Yeah, well, I'm Jimmerson, master of talk show hosts, son of Bob, favorite of Channel 9.
What hath you called my return unto this god-born earth, son of Bob, resulting in my second return from the immense land of those fallen, forsaken, or blessed by the gods?
What now?
Why did you bring me back to life?
Oh, well, you see, I wondered if you can enlighten us to your grand journey across the sea, trying to return to your Penelope. Hey, you know that rhymed, across the sea. No. So, let's start from the beginning, shall we? You left Troy to start your Poseidon-forsaken journey, and then what?
Well, you see, the infinite trek to my Ithaca, sparked by the mighty Earthshaker, drifted my confident ships to the land of the Cicones, who promptly took and seized in combat, while my men reveled in their plunder, another motley assortment of divine intended defending Cicones carpened up the barren shore, which had borne many ships and suitors, and took my valorous crew, and I, the noble, the marvelous, the powerful Odysseus, and took away nearly 10 men per ship.
So, who is this Earthshaker?
The nimble god Poseidon, who delayed my journey.
Good, because that's pretty much all I understood.
Ah, why? I thought... Well, that's not my line. Ah, why? What in my demeanor and vocabulary is incomprehensible?
What?
That's it. I'm out. Peace, studio audience.
Wait, Odysseus, please come back. Come on, you gotta finish this interview. I paid a lot of eternal punishment for you. Come on.
What? What? No.
I'll
Why
give you
would I-
anything, Odysseus.
What? Anything? Anything? You'll let me go home to Ithaca to see my dear Penelope. My dear, my love Penelope. You will do that for me.
How about a high five?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's finish this. So, tell me about the Lotus Eaters.
Well, you see, the seemingly pleasant people hail from the sun, reddened which the god had cursed with a formidable plague of addicting fruit, which took all the hope of returning home from some of my fellow sailors.
And what became of these sailors?
We dragged them kicking and yelling to the barge, and they were never the same.
Now, that's very intriguing. Tell me about the Cyclops.
The Cyclops was Poseidon's abomination of a son who trapped us in the desolate cave and devoured! He devoured my men! He ate them! What would you say if someone ate your crew? It would be depressing. It would be terrible. And it was terrible.
So you say you killed people, then you got them drunk, then you killed him.
Oh well, basically, so I gave him this wine that we got, and then while he was sleeping, I took the spear, I put it in the fire, I made it ablaze, burning, very hot, and then I stabbed him in the eye, and it was wonderful because he ate my men, and now I got revenge, and oh, revenge is a dish served best cold. And oh, is it cold in a cave where a Cyclops lives, son of Poseidon, and now he is without his eye.
So, that's really funny, because usually you hear about people getting drunk before they kill people.
What?
No, continue.
The journey from there brought us to Circe's island. I turned my men into swine, and through the intervention of a god, I confronted her and freed my men from her spell. He then stayed in her abode and dwelled there for a year, using the substance which she yielded.
I see. And at this time, your house is being possessed by suitors, correct?
That is correct.
And they mooched off your food and stole your wine. And
Truthesses.
so you stayed in this person's house and mooched off her food and wine.
Yeah, why? Wait, I know what you're saying. You're calling me a hypocrite. I'm a hypocritical person. I'm Hippocrates. So here, I'm like all the other Greeks. See, I'm hypocrite because that's where Hippocratic thinking comes from, and that's what we are. We are hypocrites.
So, I think we're forgetting something. How about the dreaded Lastrygonians?
Oh, those fellows. Ah, yes. The malevolent cannibals devoured some 600 men. They're even terribler than the Cyclops. Terrible. That's a wonderful word.
600?
Yes, 600. It was terrible. And they came and they ate them. They ate them. And it was terrible.
So, this was some trap.
Can you imagine my crew all chewed up and in their stomachs? Humans inside of a human stomach. That's terrible. Why? Why? Why?
Oh my God. So, you're saying there were 600 men that died, and there were 100 or so Lastrygonians. So, what, did each Lastrygonian get 6 people to eat?
I would suppose so.
Oh, okay. So, after Circe, you voyaged to your first encounter with the land of the dead, where a prophet told you to venture to Scylla and Charybdis.
After Circe, we voyaged to my first encounter with the land of the dead, where a prophet sent me to venture to Charybdis and Scylla.
Yes. So, tell me about them, Scylla and Charybdis.
We ventured here to pass a giant dog-armed creature who snatches men up from the cave, or a raging whirlpool which threatened the entire crew.
So, which one did you choose? I see.
Well, I chose Scylla because if I went in this huge whirlpool, Charybdis, my entire ship would have been destroyed. And that would have been terrible because all my crew would have died, which would have been bad because then I would have failed. And guess what? The great and amazing and powerful and marvelous Odysseus never fails. I always succeed. And so I went to see Scylla.
So, which one of them would you think would be scarier to fight?
Much more Charybdis because he kills your whole crew, as I just stated.
I see. So, and then you went to cattle of Hyperion's island, where you told your men not to eat the cows. Is this correct?
Well, yeah, I was told that they should not eat these cows because these cows were divine. We landed our fine ship on the divine Hyperion's island. I told my men, don't eat the cows. Whatever you do, don't eat the cows, just don't do it. You'll all die. You'll all die! Just don't eat the cows.
They ate the cows.
Yeah.
So, they had one job, and they just ate the cows.
Basically, so what happened is, so when they ate these cows, they chopped them up into steaks. But the strange thing is that the steaks were still living. So they're almost as bad as the Cyclops, because they were eating living things. Luckily, they weren't eating other humans like the Lastrygonians. But these cows, these steaks were still alive, and they were eating them. And it was, why? It's terrible.
You remember it well, then.
Yes, very much. I remember everything, because I am the mighty, the noble, the marvelous Odysseus.
I see. And then you sailed past Charybdis, and only you remained. You sailed on like a god on a little scrap of wood until you reached Calypso's island. And there, the beautiful goddess who loved you and gave you everything held you captive and you cried for 5 years straight.
Pretty much.
So is that a record?
No, actually, Telemachus pretty much cried his whole life.
Well, that's basically all I'm interested in. So, thank you, Mr. Odysseus.
Wait, there's more! That's only half my story.
Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to go on.
So then, when I finally got home to Ithaca, Athena told me that I was not to present myself. I was to act as an anonymous old man without any home. And so I saw my Telemachus, my son, and we met, and it was wonderful. And then I went into the town. Eumaeus helped me. Well, actually, that was before I went into the town. But then Eumaeus helped me. And then I went in, and I saw Penelope, and I wasn't able to tell her who I was, which was terrible. Because I always like to make myself known, because I'm Odysseus, and I'm marvelous, and I'm powerful, and I'm everything. So then I went there, and then the suitors were there, and they were being terrible, terrible people. So then what I finally did is I finally couldn't stand any more of it, so then I killed all the suitors.
So you killed Antinous and Eurymachus, and all 100 or so other suitors, correct?
Yeah.
So you killed Ithaca's entire nobility.
Well, basically, but they were being terrible people. You see. Well, it was worth it for my dear Penelope, my dear love Penelope. It was worth it. I can tell you that it was worth it.
That's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Odysseus. All right, Odysseus, before you go, I just need to know one thing. If you could summarize your life in a song, what would it be?
Here it comes.
I'm more than a man, I'm more than a beast, I'm more than some puny son of Laertes, 'cause it's not easy to be an Odyssey.
Oh, I was way off, you know. I had another song completely.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah.
You know, you won't beat mine because I'm the great Odysseus. This is like an epic song battle of history.
So, here's my song. I'm sailing away, set an open course on an odyssey. I've got to be free and return home to Penelope. Beat that.
I did.
So, thank you, Odysseus.
Oh, welcome you are.
Odysseus,